So, Alyssa Mercante and Vara Dark, if you've been following Vara Dark on her channel, she covers anti-woke stuff. She's also talked about Alyssa Mercante recently, and not too long ago, Vara Dark challenged Alyssa Mercante to a fight because Mercante did that whole "fight me physically, bitch" thing. So Alyssa was like acting tough. Vara Dark said, "Yo, let's do it. Let's set it up. We can even have some proceeds go to charity." Keemstar wanted to get involved and help plan it, and she backed down. Well, now she's in Vara Dark's DMs, crying, coping, and seething. And Vara Dark put, "Alyssa wishes us a happy 4th of July." And you can see right here, she messaged Vara Dark. So Vara Dark's blue. She said, "Damn, you could really only get your best likes views when you're talking about me. How embarrassing for you. No one wants to hear your voice or read your words unless you're riding my ass. Happy 4th." And Vara Dark just puts happy 4th happily. Obsessed much? Keep in mind, Alyssa Mercante unblocked Vara Dark to send this DM. And also, Alyssa Mercante had me unblocked earlier today and blocked me again a couple times. And this is coming off of them trying to say that I was some obsessed creep just because I was talking about young white girls at the bar, or as I said, little white girls that are dressed up all country. And then Nick Calandra and John Phipps tried to say that I shouldn't be around children. And somebody contacted my place of employment saying that I shouldn't be around children, and they tried to smear campaign me. All this stuff backfired, but they claim that they don't watch the content. They claim that it doesn't bother them that people are making videos. But then we got this. You're literally crying about people making content about you, and then you're in their DM saying stuff like this. You don't think nobody's going to make content off of you off of this? This is the problem that Review Tech has, too. They say and do stupid shit, and then they wonder why people are making content, milking them, essentially. This is what's called the Streisand effect. She didn't need to send any of this, but guess what? It gets worse. Now, you can see in the comments, Vara Dark says, Alyssa's face when she realizes not even the 0.2% of this was from her. Grum says, "Did she DM you just for that? You really live rent-free in her head." Everybody just fucking felting her immensely. And keep in mind, she calls us the obsessed stalkers and stuff. She unblocked just to write that. So Savvy Artist said, "That's such sad and lonely behavior. Look at me. Keep talking about me. Everyone just wants to hear about me. Maybe people just post about what they like. Do people like to be entertained by drama, and does it go more viral? Yeah, but they aren't cheering for you. They just want to see a dumpster fire. She really can't imagine a world where people just talk about whatever they want." Exactly. I post images in my garden no one cares about, but I do it because I like it. If all I did was lust after likes, I'd be as angry and lonely sounding as her. So yeah, obviously a narcissist looking for attention, even though we know deep down inside it affects her. So these continued on, and Twitter cut on and was just fucking laughing. So she replied to Vara Dark saying, "I'm going to meet friends, enjoy the indoors and your virtual buddies." Basically saying that Vara Dark stays home, doesn't go outside, and only has virtual buddies, like no friends, right? Vara Dark says, "I'm happy that you've seen success. If you ever want to have a little creative writing competition, we could bang out the details. That's a bit less stress on your very rigorous schedule." And right here, this is what Alyssa Mercante says. Thin-skinned Alyssa Mercante. "All I want is for you to keep my name out of your mouth and off your social media. Smiley face. I think it would be a smart move for you." That's a veiled threat. I know I said that earlier. I tweeted earlier, this is a veiled threat. And somebody goes, "Oh, come on, Eric. Now I know you're getting views and success now, but this is a bit of a reach, and I disagree with it. And I know that you were ninth wheel on Game Chasers, and now that you're getting attention, you're just trying to get all this, but it's almost stalkerish," or something to that effect. Shut up. All right? This, either way you slice it, is a veiled threat. It's called veiled because they're not directly saying the threat. But if you're saying, all I want is for you to keep my name out your mouth and off your social media, I think it would be a smart move for you. That is a veiled threat. It doesn't have to imply physical violence. It doesn't have to imply anything dangerous, but that's still a veiled threat. You could possibly be looking to terminate them, get their channel removed, report their social media like they did me. My tweet to Alyssa Mercante the other day got limited because I called her a slut. Out of just because she was calling me an obsessed creep and stalker. It's weird. They can insult you and call you names all they want, but you can't make content. She's literally in the DM saying this. Now, apparently some people were sending threats. She said, well, criticism is fine. Threats are not cool. That was the point of posting this. I don't want anyone sending anyone her way. I do not like her, and she doesn't like me, but let's not stoop to such a low level. So, Alyssa sending these veiled threats. Vara Dark coming out and saying, let's not stoop to her level, and we shouldn't stoop to her level. That's what these people want. They want the attention, but then they want to be able to play a victim. Alyssa Mercante wants us to react in an aggressive manner so she could play victim. That's how these wokies operate, guys. They want to call us grifters. They want to say that we're grifters because we're against the grain of what they're trying to push, their woke agendas and nonsense like that. And keep in mind, this is a girl that literally sat on a couch at Summer Game Fest and told people if they don't like what she has to say, fight her physically, bitch, right? And she's in DMs crying. I suggest that you stop making videos about me. Keep your name. Meanwhile, she has free reign. She talks about everybody behind a block. She blocks people, unblocks them, blocks them, unblocks them, talks about everybody, screenshots everything. Now she has people stalking streams because remember just the other day, they were pulling up streams from several weeks ago, trying to take me out of context, saying that I say vile, disgusting things about women, which is not true. She tried to say that I obsess over her and try to get around a block just to look at her boobs when it was Smash JT coming in saying, hey, you hadn't seen my thumbnail? It has Alyssa's underboob on it. So I went to Smash's YouTube channel, but she tried to say that I'm down bad for her and all this crap. Don't flatter yourself, Toots. You're weak. You're thin-skinned. You're in people's DMs crying. Don't make videos about me. Quit fucking up. Quit saying stupid shit. You don't want people to make content or videos about you. What the fuck are you doing in their DMs? Literally doing a veiled threat or literally crying at them. You don't think that Alyssa, you don't think that Vara Dark was not going to post this and put you on blast for being pathetic? And you don't think that I wasn't going to take this, or Smash, or Hypnotic, or Atreus, or, even Side Scrollers, or Vara Dark herself, as I burp into the mic like Review Tech USA? You don't think nobody was going to take this and run with it and show the world how pathetic you are? How unhinged you are? Imagine blocking somebody just to unblock them to write this. What a sad, sad life you have to live. And you keep making mistake after mistake. And guess what? You're not criticism proof. You're not criticism proof. Look, Savvy Artist, again, this is not the behavior someone would joy in their life or a sense of fulfillment. No, she's miserable. She's miserable. It's so wild that these guys think that they're in the right. Like every time that they do something unhinged, whether it's shutting down Smash JT's website, Alyssa Mercante contacted Smash JT's wife, right? And tried to imply dangerous, disgusting things about him to try to get his wife to, I guess, divorce him. They're all thrown a fit because he made a Kotaku detected website that shows literally friends and employees of Kotaku. But they're the first ones to cry victim. They're the first ones to cry that they don't want to be in a culture war. But they're the ones that go beyond personal and private boundaries. It's nuts to see the lengths that these people would go to and how victim complex they are. Like, They're not happy. And you can see Syal, shout out to Syal, says, not enough tampons in the world to clog up the mouth of this desperate Kotaku journalist on the 4th of July. Stop talking about me, she seethed, and Vera's DMs yet again. You're obsessed with me, she screamed, voice raspy from shrieking. I'm going to meet friends. And remember, this girl backed down from fighting Vara Dark. When Vara Dark said, let's do it for charity, let's set up an event, Keemstar came out and said, let Happy Punch Out promote it. This could have actually happened. She was the one that was like, fight me, bitch, physically, and called people pussies, saying that nobody's taking her up on the offer because we're all too pussy. She literally is the weakest person I've seen in my life. And Link Calandra and John Phipps are like a close second and third. They're all insufferable. They're all sensitive. They're all thin-skinned. If they don't like what you're saying, you're a grifter. If they don't like what you're saying, they will try to invade your privacy. They'll try to find out your workplace so they could send people to talk and try to get you fired. They say, oh, that's slander. I didn't do that. When you tweet out that people don't belong training children at a kids camp, what do you think that encourages? That encourages people, concerned citizens, as I say, we all know who did it, to contact places of employment. That encourages people to contact Smash JT's place of employment when you say cut off their funding. Dr. Pika, shout out to Dr. Pika, says, I don't think she's going to fight you in real life or virtual, Vera. She's not. John F. Trent, who is the creator of the parkplace.com, thatparkplace.com, says, degeneracy dims the intellect. Melee Game says, weird that the last message sounds like an ominous threat despite her being too afraid to show up for her own fight. And that's the funny thing about it. It's an ominous threat, yet she didn't have the balls to actually show up and squabble, as Atreus would say. She didn't have the balls to show up and throw down with Vara Dark. When Vara Dark was like, let's do it. Let's set up a punching match, a boxing match, whatever. Right? No, you have to play this tough thing on the internet. Look, Killer Critic says, this is exactly why there should be a means where the block button gets removed if you try to abuse it. Someone like Alyssa shouldn't be able to use it to where she can directly DM people by unblocking, but can prevent them from responding by almost immediately reblocking. So a lot of these people do it. Nick Calandra did it to me the other day, too, when I said, look at this guy trying to twist my words, trying to smear me. And he said, he unblocked me just to say you can't cancel what has already failed. I'm just trying to go off of what's public about you, bro, and say assumptions. And then he blocked me again. So Alyssa Mercante will unblock people, DM them, or tweet at them, and then immediately block so that they can't respond. They don't like clapbacks, guys. And that's a lot of these wokies. That's why I speak out against this stuff. A lot of people are like, what does this matter? We just want you to talk about video games. What does this matter? What you bitch? What you No, these are guys that are gaming journalists that are controlling the narrative. They write hit pieces on development studios that don't play ball with places and companies like Sweet Baby Inc. They also are in cahoots with community managers like the ones at Ubisoft that literally will ban people for stupid reasons. I mean, the Helldivers 2 community managers are banning people for putting vomit emojis on pictures of furries because it's mean. It's anti-LGBTQ or whatever they say. It's bigotry to not like furry photos in their Discord. That's the point that we're getting to in this lifetime, where these people want to poke and prod and instigate and start shit and veil threat people. Like, say, don't say anything about me, and then they block. Bunch of pussy shit. You see, Rokoshu, the Ravager, says, I sincerely doubt this woman has any true friends, maybe her journalistic activist colleagues, but somehow I doubt any of them would ever actually help her if she was struggling in life. And besides, even if all you're doing is chilling at home with the boys, you're still spending quality time with friends, hopefully having a lot of laughs and saving money. Alyssa is probably going out and getting drunk or doing something incredibly stupid. Not a good use of one's time, really. Absolutely. So it would be a smart move for you if you shut up about me. Like, who the fuck are you? So Very Dark basically owned her, saying, here's my response. And she put a video out about Alyssa Mercante's, I guess, review of the newest Acolyte episode. And basically, it was the worst review of an episode at all. Basically, what it came down to is men aren't allowed to be horny. That's the thing. These guys, like Alyssa and Nick, all of them, they hated Stellar Blade because it's jerk-off material for incels. Like these guys really paint a picture of us grifters and us right-wingers as incels to where we can't get laid, we can't get girls. We're so desperate for sex that we have to jerk off to video games like Stellar Blade. But she literally goons over the newest episode of Acolyte in her newest review, and Alyssa got buried by Vara Dark in this video response if you guys want to go check it. Literally, it came down to, oh, I'm allowed to be horny at my media, but you guys can't. It's like zero awareness. And it's so stupid that this is what we have to argue about. Trust me, I think it's so retarded. This is what pulp culture and nerd culture has come down to, where Star Wars is a matter of, you know, we get to appeal to the female gaze and get females horny, but we can't make anything for males in Star Wars. Like, if you think about the Acolyte, they're literally taking everything about that show that we like about Star Wars and bastardizing it. We have a whole bunch of lesbian witches. Not that there's anything wrong with lesbians. A whole bunch of lesbian witches. They're retconning and removing a lot of stuff, destroying literally what Jedi are about. They literally are treating like a Sith. A Sith is like a slur in that movie or that show, and then now we're getting like bare ass. Like, I saw like some kind of weird wokey the other day, like, I'm so excited that we're gonna get our first ass in Star Wars. Like, and these are the first people to call you sexual deviant and incels just because you're anti-woke, but they're excited about man ass in Star Wars. Oh, it's because they're female. They're not a straight male grifter like us. Straight men, we're automatically public enemy number one. And that's where the hypocrisy lies with this. Now, continuing on, this is old stuff. This is covering the fight. This was back when she did the whole fight me bitch.
I want people in the industry to be a little bit louder about
Have you ever remembered this? Look.
being mean to other people. And maybe say it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Maybe say we don't want you around if you're going to be a cunt
Yeah.
and hateful. And that the games industry is diverse naturally. Not because anyone's making them be diverse. Because the world is diverse, you stupid motherfucker.
If diversity was natural, we wouldn't need Sweet Baby Inc. By the way, that guy still has a bitching mustache.
And if you have a problem with that, come fight me. Physically. Bitch.
Has anyone taken you up on that yet?
No, because they're all pussies.
Yep.
Fight me physically, bitch. They're all pussies. So this is where Vara Dark said, hey, can't hit up this little bitch who's hiding behind a block. So send me a DM. Let's talk match details. So this happened in June. She said, let's do it better. Laid out publicly. Winner gets 1K. Loser has to put up content publicly announcing their loss. 3 months for venue and train, right? And of course, Mercante ghosted. Alyssa Mercante challenges anyone to open fight. Vara Dark accepts it. Alyssa goes protected. Protected tweets or the block is always what they do. And you can see this is where Keem offered to help. And she says, not giving you any money, thanks, to Keemstar. Whether you like Keemstar or not, he has experience putting influencer boxing events together. So if she was serious about doing this, you know, she would have did it. But she didn't want anybody to fight. She wanted to just try to get toxic male gamers to attack her. So you can see Vara Dark said, I was totally interested in a live stream sanctioned match, but now she's just devolved into threatening me with an illegal street fight. That's mentally deranged behavior. Reminds me of a certain group of people out there, Antifa. And you can see she literally said, I don't need any of this to be on camera. We could just meet up if you preferred. So, chicken shit behavior. Hides behind blocks. Send messages. Gets clapped back. Hides behind blocks. Talks a lot of shit. And apparently doesn't want people to talk about her on video. Poor me. Poor me, Alyssa. God, you're so fucking pathetic. It's like, what's her fucking deal? I don't get it. Anyways, they call us grifters. What are you?